are closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Real Business Roundtable. Enjoyed today's episode. Not going to close it out. I hope you enjoy without the D. I hope you enjoy today's episode. Today is going to be a little bit of a different episode. We don't have Andy here yet. He's not here yet. We're managing time by being flexible. We've talked about gaming and stuff. We both have that as a hobby. Me and Samir share that. So we're going to talk about it, and we're going to talk about Arc Raiders, which is it's a new game that has taken over the gaming world by storm in the best way possible. And I'm happy that it came out because I haven't been this committed and spent this much time on a game in a long since like 2019. So I'm very excited about this game. It's good every single time I get on. It's good.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to finish the intro.
No, yeah, I'm really excited about it. I love the game. And yeah, we're going to talk about it a little bit because I think that it may have possibly GTA 6 is going to come out soon, but I think it may have saved the gaming world. Twitch, blew up because of it. I mean, there's so many, good repercussions from this game dropping. You know the numbers, right? Because this game came out 4 months ago now.
Yeah, give or take.
4 months ago, it launched and it fucking blew up. And I think it had the biggest. The thing is we had recently we had Call of Duties, we had Modern Warfares, we had Battlefield, and this just completely stole the show, 100%. And if I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure some of the developers of this game are from those big developers.
Yeah. It was a homemade game kind of thing, new studio, and just a bunch of guys came together and just ran the beta, and it cooked. The beta fucking cooked, which is crazy. Not many betas are just off rip going crazy like that and getting people like hooked on it immediately, going, oh, I can't wait for this game to drop. Yeah. Doesn't happen often these days.
I didn't even play the beta.
Neither did I. I saw a few streamers playing it, but
I didn't even play the beta. And I got in there. One of my buddies was like, oh, you got to get on this. I hopped on for the first time in like a couple weeks. And I got into this Discord chat, and a couple of my buddies were playing this game, and they're like, oh, you got to hop on this. And I was like, okay. I was like, 30 gigs, absolutely, $30, let's do it. It's cheap. Yeah. Oh, well, not cheap, but it's cheaper. It's not 180 gigs for one game.
Or $180.
Or $180.
So I checked real quick. So a lot of the main developers were sort of like independent developers who left the studio DICE. Because they wanted to have more freedom to develop the game.
I'm pretty sure it's Battlefield.
DICE is Battlefield. DICE is a lot of the EA games.
Yeah.
So
and EA's tanking.
Yeah.
Well, so actually, you know what I heard? On that note, I think Arc disrupted Battlefield quite a bit. Because a lot of people were hooked on that, and the beta came out. Everyone loved it, and like, oh, it's the new COD killer. But Arc Raiders has such a sneaky little, got right in there. Just snuck right in.
It's right after the new COD and the new Battlefield, which the new Battlefield everyone was talking about. But the problem with me, I never got into Battlefield. For people who love that game, great, love it. But I don't like it. It's the same thing over and over and over and over again. There's nothing new to it, as far as I understand, because I didn't spend a lot of time in the game. But when I get into a game, I want something new. I want something fresh. And that is something that we all know as, in the community, there hasn't been anything new or fresh.
So the biggest issue with Battlefield 6 was that they were not pushing out constant updates the same way that Arc Raiders was. So players got sick of Battlefield 6 pretty quickly because the updates were few and far between, and then Arc was, coming out with constant free updates.
Well, the thing is Arc didn't come out with a lot of updates. Arc was just different, and Battlefield was the same as the Battlefield before. I had a couple fun games in Battlefield. Yeah. Driving around a helicopter like 5 or 6 times, and then Arc came out, and I got in there, and I have not played it. I have played maybe 3 or 4 other games once in a while since Arc has come out.
Yeah. Yeah, and from what I could tell, the Battlefield community the Battlefield community likes Battlefield 6. The gaming community, it didn't scratch the itch that they wanted it to.
Yeah.
You know, and the Battlefield 6 is still a great game. You know, it still looks great, still runs great, and you know, the Battlefield community is like, this is so much better than the previous Battlefields that have come out. But it's interesting because you know, Battlefield 6 came out, which is really interesting looking back on it. They came out to take COD's community, right? But they were
I don't
only
think they did that
COD is in
focused
shambles right now.
Well, no, they did because they did take everyone from COD, right? But they were only focused on being that FPS that took over, but they didn't focus on the gaming community. And that's where like everyone who's in the middle of like, right, you had like the crazy COD players and you had the Battlefield 6 players and then you had the rest of the gamers and they're all looking for that thing. And when Battlefield 6 came out, you know, they took a lot of stuff, but everyone was still on the fence. They're like, if another game comes out, it's gonna pull. And then Arc Raiders came out and it pulled.
But that's on the COD and the Battlefield developers. See, the thing is, I feel like Battlefield was never as big as COD ever. I mean, maybe at one point it had a competition, but it never was. Now Battlefield, you saying was trying to take the COD's players. I don't know if I agree with that. I just think COD didn't do a good job creating a new game that catered to what the gamers wanted. COD has always been a great game, but they kept flopping. They flopped so hard. Every single game was the same thing.
Yeah.
And then
It was
Battlefield came
copy-paste.
out. Battlefield had a lot of good marketing. It was a new game, but everyone started playing it. I don't think Battlefield took a lot of the COD players. I think COD just fucked up.
Well, yeah, no. COD definitely fucked up, but Battlefield, if you saw the social media posts and stuff and you're like up to date with it, Battlefield literally targeted COD directly. Like they called them out. They said, "Oh, you're sick of Call of Duty? Come over and play Battlefield." You know, not like that. That wasn't an actual post, but you know, so one of the things that they did was in one of the trailers that they had, you know, they had a bunch of crazy actors and like big people, like I think like
I feel like I remember
Conor
that.
McGregor was in there, or one of the UFC fighters was in there, and you know, in the intro, and they're coming in, they're doing crazy stuff, and then they all get blown up, and then like an actual like TAC Force unit like came in and was like doing calls, like actual boots on the ground stuff, and that was targeted at Call of Duty, right? Because it had fucking Nicki Minaj in
and
there,
Snoop Dogg.
like
Yeah.
bro, like they like what are you doing? You know, and that was targeted right at Call
Let
of Duty.
Fortnite
so.
do that. Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, let Fortnite do that. Fortnite can put in whoever the fuck they want. You want Godzilla in there? Great, go for it.
This game involves two different combat types. It's player versus environment, PvE, and player versus player, PvP, which is what all these other COD, you know, games are. It's all PvP. Now, this game did PvE, player versus environment, because they added a bunch of these robots that are called Arcs, Arc Raider. They're all over the map. They're part of the, you know, big combat piece of the game. Just to give clarification, but I have never played a game that was PvE, PvP, that was also multiplayer and all this other stuff.
Yep.
Which is cool.
It is. It's new.
It's new. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
And the thing is whenever a new game like this comes out, like the next thing is going to be GTA 6 most likely, but like Twitch blew up. It had certain creators that no one knew about blow up.
Yeah.
Burnt Peanut, all these guys. There are already players who are like top 10 who are just mechanic movement demons, all this stuff. And it's just, the game is set up to be massive.
Yeah. It is.
I just really hope they do it right. I hope they continue
They need to, but if they're not getting bogged down by a big corpo, you know, a really big studio that cares about their image, and it's just guys making a good game that they know the community wants, then they're gonna do just fine.
It's Embark, right? That's
Like-
it. Embark is the...
Like, dude, it's not that deep, right? It's not that hard to make a game for the community. Everybody, the gaming community is so fucking vocal, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
Like, if you wanted to make a game, just go on Reddit, go on X, you know, go into Twitch, watch some people, listen to what they're saying, and then just make the game. And you would do so well, but like, it's so... manipulated now by external factors that isn't the gaming community. And like that's why Call of Duty fucking tanked. Because they're just so worried about
The dollar.
They're so worried about the dollar. But like what you don't understand is just like in life, if you do what you love, you'll make the bread.
Yeah.
If you give what the gaming community wants, you'll make the bread because they're gonna buy your goddamn game.
You're the Jamie here. How many people ordered Ark, paid, downloaded the game within the first 2 months?
Arc Raiders sold 12 million copies within the first 2 months of its release.
Record? Or close to it? Probably not a record because there's some big
12
boys.
million copies within the first what?
2
2
months.
months.
2 months.
Yeah.
So 12 million times $30 because it sold for 40. So let's just say 40, right? It was $40. Yeah.
Yeah, deluxe.
So
is 60.
they made close to $500 million
Off
in the
rip.
first 2 months.
Over 500 million, it says. Yeah.
Well, yeah, at this point, yeah. I mean, so many people are still buying
and
the game.
it was a $75 million budget. So just
Yeah,
profit.
dude, it's the shit. You don't need a fucking shitload of money to make something good.
Whoa.
You just
whoa,
don't.
Whoa. $75 million budget.
That ain't a little bit of money, but
Well, no, I know, but like, there's a lot of game. Look up the Call of Duty budget.
oh yeah,
That
Call of
is
Duty budget's
true.
crazy.
You know,
And how many, and
Battlefield
I would
budget.
love to know how many people are on
Assassin's
the
Creed budget.
Yeah, and how many people are on the team at Embark?
Yeah, deadeyes. Like you don't need.
They made a lot of money.
Call
from,
of Duty Black Ops 7 cost over $1 billion.
Yeah, that's-
Hold- like, what the fuck are we doing, guys? It's not that hard. They're proving it right now. Like,
The game alone, not including like advertising, was 700 million.
Yeah, that's insane. So my whole thing, 300 million on marketing.
Yeah. That's crazy. Oh,
Where the fuck
my
do they
God.
spend their money?
Let's see here.
What the fuck? Where the fuck did they spend their money, bro?
well, so, and you know what's crazy too? A lot of streamers out there, right? How it works is they get deals and contracts with the big studios to play their game and to promote it, you know? So like, you know, happens in networks all the time. Like, you know, a game will come out. Arc Raiders actually did it because they paid him to play for 5 or 6 hours for the beta, you know? But like Call of Duty and all these bigger franchises are playing it, and they're actually losing deals because the players aren't having fun. And Arc Raiders, sure they're paying a few people for sure, right, to, you know, play their game, but you know,
At
for
the
the most
beginning, for
part,
sure.
everyone's just playing the game because it's a good game.
Well, the thing is if what Arc Raiders did was they spent money on people to play the game because they knew it would be a good game. These people loved the game.
Yeah.
And then the people watching these people play the game loved watching and playing
Yeah.
the game. It's a good fucking game for the first, and I can say that confidently for the first time in a long time.
yeah,
That it's
absolutely.
a fucking fantastic game. They made the finals too. So the finals was their first game. The finals was a decent game. It was different. It was cool. It was free. It was a battle royale. There was, you know, in-game purchases. Obviously, they probably made a decent amount of money from that game, which went towards the budget of making Arc Raiders. Now, they probably got investments and all that stuff naturally. But the fact that this game costed $75 million and it made way over $500 million within less than half a year. Good on you.
Yeah.
That they deserve that because they made a fucking good game and they listened to the people.
Now here it is. Don't fuck it up.
That's what I
You
keep
know,
saying.
like,
is,
you know?
and it's funny. Like people make jokes like, oh, like, you know, dude, fucking this new game Marathon that is coming out. They keep doing ads where it's like, or they pay people on TikTok to be like, oh, Ark is dead. And everyone's like, nah, you're a dumbass.
Yeah, dude, is not fucking dead.
If they had, you know, a creator like the guys who made Dune, right? Very similar vibe in a way, right? They got like a team of people who focused on, you know, what the people are saying. They made a team of people to develop a campaign. They have this money. Use that money. Create story in the game. Figure out what's next. Now, again, this game came out 5 months ago, 4 months ago, whatever it is. To think about the next step is like they got to start thinking about it now, but like what is that? I have no idea. What they need to focus on is the things that other games lacked on. Now, before we end this, because I want to end it soon, I want to talk about this. So if I believe correctly, Arc used AI to develop their arcs.
Really?
So I think what they did, and I could be wrong. I'm hoping that you're going to look into this a little bit.
Look into it.
I could be wrong, but I have heard and I've seen that Arc literally created a landscape, a flat landscape, or with like a rock and a mountain here, and they brought like a leaper into the game, and they used AI to train its movements and to train. It literally gave it a sandbox and said, go run around. Because, bro, if you look at the way a leaper moves, it trips over fucking pebble or a rock. So you know what I mean? Like, it does interesting movements, and they have these weird reactions.
We have a fact checked here. So they did use AI for machine learning for the arcs.
Yeah.
They were used primarily for the animating of the movements, like
That's
you said,
what I'm-
on
yeah.
the rocks and stuff. But the arc designs were created
By them, yeah. But their movement was created. That's fucking interesting. Now, when
AI
you
being used as a tool, not
now when you go into a game and you watch the way the fucking goofy leaper moves around, or anything else, it has a path that it walks through.
Yep.
But the way it reacts to when it gets shot, you know, they used AI to make it react to the environment, to make it react to guns being shot at it, to react to everything around them.
Yeah.
And when you play next, just pay attention to that.
Yeah.
Shoot a leaper here or there. Watch a Rocketeer, the way it moves around, the way it spots people.
Yeah.
It's different. It is. It's not like NPC vibe movement. It's very intelligent, which is crazy, and that's why they're so fucking annoying.
Yeah, and it's interesting too because they're robots, so like they can be AI,
And
right?
dude,
It's like they can have that AI like line that they follow because they're gonna have that line that they follow in real life.
Think about the way a pop fucking uses stairs as a fucking ramp and puts itself right in your face and then explodes on you.
Yeah.
Adds to the humor and adds to the entertainment in like the best way possible. And I think that comes from Arc using AI to train those things that we're talking about, the movement, the characteristics, stuff like that. Not the way they look, obviously. Thank you so much for watching us today on Real Business Roundtable. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.